What's good? We back with another reaction video, and tomorrow I'm gonna do some reviews. The difference between the reaction and review. Reaction is the media reaction, what happened in the ring. Then we kind of review what the media and everybody else say a little bit more inside the ring. With Abner versus Leo Santa Cruz 2 was an absolute war, and I know a lot of people heard the undisputed WBA champion. The announcers say that it basically meant you had the regular WBA champion Abner fighting the Super WBA champion and Leo Santa Cruz, so it made it one belt, one champion. That's what they meant by undisputed WBA champion. The Super WBA champion usually does not have a mandatory, but they met up right here, and it was a good fight. They mixed it up. Abner, came up short again, and Abner is what moved up a few times, and he just doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough. He don't have enough punching power. He's not fast enough. He's a good fighter. He was better at the lower weight classes, but Santa Cruz has obviously had his number. Santa Cruz is the better technical fighter and the longer, taller fighter. Good jab, good reach, good technique. He can box when he wants to. If he wanted to box and make this a boring fight, Leo Santa Cruz definitely could have boxed and just won every round. But he didn't do it. They mixed it up. Mares was winning some of the exchanges, but Leo Santa Cruz will answer right back. And like I said in my prediction video, we did it Sunday. We went live. Santa Cruz has an ability has a gift that many tall fighters don't have, and that's the ability to shorten his punches up and get his hands inside quick, or as quick as the opponent or the shorter opponent, and that's why he's so successful. He's very successful. He's able to shorten his punches up, and they still have leverage, and they still crisp. And he just dominated Abner tonight. As much as the first fight, people try to make it a controversial, where he wasn't. Leo Santa Cruz is the taller, longer fighter, has a better amateur pedigree, and he boxed well. He boxed well. A lot of people don't know he beat Adrian Broner in the amateurs. Man, he was a good amateur, so that boxing ability is always there. And when he chooses to move up, that's what's going to carry him as he moves up in weight, is his ability to box. Because obviously, people was talking about, nobody really predicted a knockout that I've seen in this one, because both fighters can't punch. Obviously, Mars was more of a puncher at the lower weight class, so is Leo Santa Cruz. But at this weight, they legitimately just can't punch. But it was a wonderful fight. It was a lot of back and forth. I believe they almost threw over 2,000 punches again in this fight. And, it was kind of a classic for all the fans there. Kind of made up for the co-feature, Jamel Charlo and Austin Trout, being a bad, style matchup. And whoever the matchmaker was that made that one need to go kick himself in the hindsight. But this one definitely lived up to the hype. I think they should have had a better co-feature, though. That styles that match up better, but that wasn't the case. The main event stayed today like it was supposed to, and I'm not sure what Abner said in the post-fight, interview. I'm not sure what he said, but I heard Leo Santa Cruz, and like I told you guys, Steven Espinoza, the head of HBO Sports. I just seen Fred from Barbershop Conversation on Showtime. Shout out to Fred out there putting in work, man. As Leo Santa Cruz walking the tunnel, but like Steven Espinoza did with this fight, before this fight, when Mars and Santa Cruz was supposed to happen last year, and they chose to take a little intern bouts or voluntary bouts. Steven Espinoza said, I didn't want that. He sent out intern bouts between Leo Santa Cruz and Chris Avalos, and Mars versus Clay Artis Fox. And when they was ready to fight each other, he picked it up on Showtime. And basically, Steven Espinoza is now trying to force these fighters to fight the best. Al Haymon is a manager. He just manages the career to give them the option. He doesn't force them to do nothing, but Steven Espinoza is now forcing these fighters to fight the best, and now he's forcing Santa Cruz to face Gary Russell and unify. He said after the Gary Russell fight, he wants Gary Russell to be more busy, but he wants Gary Russell to get a unification bout. So at the end of the day, obviously, if you really gave Leo Santa Cruz true serum, he would like to go ahead and face Carl Frampton. That's the more easier fight. He beat him once when and the first time his dad was sick. Beat him the second time, but Showtime is pushing him to fight Gary Russell, and at the end of the day, he got to do that, And at the end of the day, I can tell you how that can end, and I know how it's gonna end, and Santa Cruz gonna get punished. Gary Russell was gonna dominate Leo Santa Cruz, but Leo Santa Cruz is gonna have some balls though. He ain't gonna go out like no hoe. He might have ducked Rigondeaux, and Mars might have ducked Rigondeaux with Frampton and Quigg. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, I really don't think, I don't really think Leo Santa Cruz is a hoe. I honestly think that he really would fight anybody. I think that's his management, his dad, telling him not to do certain things. And I think he gonna surprise some people first. Gary Russell, they fought in the amateurs, and Gary Russell got him according to him. He says he want that rematch, but at the end of the day, I think legitimately watching some interviews he did with ES News, Eddie Sebek News, shout out to him. I legitimately think it's his father and his management that's holding him back. I think Leo Santa Cruz, like any other fighter or most other fighters, will legitimately fight any and everybody you put in front of them. So I don't think it's Leo Santa Cruz that dug Rigondeaux. I think that was his team that advised him not to fight Rigondeaux. So at the end of the day, he is a duck. He got the label as duck. He lets his team get that label. And most people think he's a business and a hoe. But at the end of the day, I know in my heart of heart that Leo Santa Cruz will fight anybody. He's a true Mexican warrior. As far as Abner Mares, he's trying to go to 130. I'm not sure what he said in the post-fight interview, but he's trying to go to 130. He said he wanted to eye Tank. Tank Davis would totally obliterate him, to be honest. It would be no contest. I wouldn't do that if I was him. But if I'm him, maybe I'll try to pursue a Carl Frampton or something like that. But if he go to 130, he fooled up there, man. Only guy I probably see him beating is the Billy Dibb Tevin Farmer winner. Other than that, he can't beat Albert Machado. I don't think he beat Miguel Burchett. I'm not pretty sure who's going to end up with the vacant WBO super featherweight title. But Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell's next. That's going to be a hell of a fight. Gary Russell wanted that fight. Leo Santa Cruz is not being forced to take that fight. So it's going to be a hell of a fight. But, I think Gary Russell is going to decapitate him, destroy him, break his face up. It's going to be a triumphant victory for Gary Russell looking right now. But I think Santa Cruz ain't going to be no hoe. But good fight. Shout out to Santa Cruz. Unanimous decision. We gone.